Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Tuesday, September 24th, 2013. Thank you all for tuning in. Let's jump right into the charts here. We're going to start off with the usual S&P 500 E-mini futures. You'll see that the futures are trading lower by about a half a point to 1692 and a quarter. Futures have been falling for the past 3 days, so we'll see if the market can try to scratch out a little bit of a positive day today from a little minor selling that has taken place over the past few sessions. One thing you want to watch for today, for the most part, is going to be some economic news coming out in a little while. You're going to have the Case-Schiller Home Price Index. You also have the FHFA House Price Index, both being released at 9 o'clock. That's in about 5 more minutes. So that could move the housing stocks a little bit. Could have stocks like Lennar and Toll Brothers. They could be whipping around today for the most part. It looks like Citigroup did lay off 1,000 workers in its mortgage unit. It looks like that was mostly out west and in Las Vegas. I think also believe in Texas as well. But nonetheless, Citigroup laying off 1,000. Wells Fargo just laid off 2,500. So you're starting to see more and more jobs coming out of the banking sector. More and more unemployment being lifted by the banking group. So either way, we'll see how this has, if this has any effect on the markets. For the most part, I don't think so. I do believe we're going to have some Fed governors out today. I believe somebody from the Cleveland Fed and somebody from the Chicago Fed are both going to be speaking. And then a little bit later today, you'll have another Fed governor from the Kansas City Fed, I believe, giving a speech as well. So 3 different Fed governors in one day today giving speeches. That could move the markets around. You could see some volatility out here from that. I don't think they're going to say anything to hurt the markets, but nonetheless, the institution is just losing more and more credibility. Taper, don't taper, taper, don't taper, taper, don't taper. How much more can we listen to? But either way, we'll see how the markets play out. When I look at a few different stocks out here, one stock that is getting hit this morning is Red Hat. Red Hat's getting hit pretty bad. We'll have some gap levels for this one. Come over to the chat room. They'll be posted up in about 5 more minutes. But we will have gap levels for Red Hat and a few others. But Red Hat is the big name on the junket today. That is on the docket, I should say. That is getting hit today. Red Hat closed yesterday at around $53 a share. Today it's trading at $47.62 at the moment. So pretty good decline, pretty solid fall for Red Hat. But we will have some tradable gap levels for that stock in a little while. Looking at the markets across the board today, you had Asia mostly down last night. The Shanghai was down about 0.6%. The Bombay Sensex Index was, I believe, basically flat. But India did have an earthquake last night, so I think traders want to be aware of that. I believe there was an earthquake in India, so I don't think it's really affecting the markets, but it was felt in Pakistan as well. So we hope everybody is doing well, but there was an earthquake there, so we want to be a little bit aware of it. When we're looking at Europe this morning, Europe is higher across the board, not sharply higher. German DAX is up 0.25%. The FTSE 100 is up the same, about 0.25%. So European markets are holding steady today. Really no real real problems here in Europe, at least at the moment. Looking at gold this morning, spot gold today is trading a little bit lower. So gold has really come back in after that initial pop. Gold is down about $19 an ounce to $13.08 an ounce. If you take a look at the all important GLD, you're going to see GLD trading down to 126.25. So this is basically coming right back down towards its lows from that big jump it had after the announcement by the Federal Reserve when they said there would be no tapering. So gold is under pressure today, no doubt about it. You want to be careful there. Looking at oil is down another 80 cents today to 102.80 a barrel. So oil down pretty decently to 102.80. This is a pretty decent decline. Let's take a look at the USO. USO is trading right around the 37.05 level. So oil is much lower. That looks like Iran will be coming to the United Nations. It looks like they are starting to cooperate, or they are starting to have talks with the U.S. So that's a positive to bring the prices of oil down. Iranian oil would come online. We would have a lot more oil in the system. So either way, it looks like that's what's happening. Oil is down pretty decent today. Again, on the spot price, oil right now is lower by 80 cents, and it's trading at 102.80 a barrel. So decent little decline we've seen in oil recently, and we'll see if it can go lower. There are some other stocks in the news today that you do want to watch for, but this company right here, I believe, is being bought out or taken over, so there's not much to do here. This is Jones Group, so there is some news there. I believe they're going to be taken out, I think, by KKR, but check the news on that one. I looked at that about an hour ago. So again, there's not much to do there. That will be one of the takeovers taking place at the moment, so we'll see where that one goes. And again, we just expect a volatile market for the next few days. I think traders want to be aware of that. All right, looks like that home price, FHFA home prices were up 8.8% from July 2012. That's a pretty decent little move. Let's just see how the housing stocks are reacting. Toll Brothers just up slightly. Can't make too much out of it. Let's take a look at Lennar. Lennar, pretty much the same deal there. So we're not going to make too much out of it. It is up a little bit from yesterday's close. Closed at 34.54. Today it's trading right at 35. So home builders are upticking a little bit ahead of the opening bell. The opening bell will ring in about 30 minutes. So we'll see where it takes us. But watch these home builders. If you're a scalper, they could be in play today. All right. With that said, everybody, I'm going to leave it there, short and sweet. Have a great trading day, and we'll see you on the charts.